All right, hello, all of you wonderful, wonderful people. It is your boy Ryline and Loople here, and tonight we have a special guest. Actually, first time that we've done this actually in Mythic Rewind or Team Gap history. But we have special guest Turnips, Loople. How are you both doing today, my friends?
I'm doing great. Just vibing, chilling. Looking forward to being a co-caster for Mythic Rewind with you, other than Wookiee. I'm not as good
That's true.
looking, but I'm not as good looking. But moving on. Turnips, how are
Uh,
you?
Hey, I'm doing good, man. I'm good as always. I'm in the airport right now, in the fucking lobby, but it's doing good. I'm coming back to North Carolina, so I'll be able to play on Thursday. So yeah,
Okay. All
excited for
right. No,
that.
looking forward to that. Glad to have you both here as well. This is definitely going to be a pretty interesting rewind because we're going to get a little bit of information from the inside here. Looks like you got some fans
Yeah, Juggernaut's
uh,
flipping out.
as well. But yes, sir. It is going to be an interesting. It was a really great, interesting week 3 as well. We have some upsets. We have some things that we did predict, Wookie and I, that did end up coming true. So with that being said, we are going to go ahead and hop right into the action. It's going to be the DSS. This is going to be the standings here for week number 1. Sorry, I couldn't think of a word at the moment here, but let me just go ahead and get the right visual up. There we go. Here we are, and alive we go. So. Have. All right, so I went back to the regular casting couch. Let's see if they're able to hear us there. I'm not
Yeah, they
sure.
can hear us. They can hear us. I can hear. I can hear us there.
All
They
right,
don't
you
Okay.
even
can hear.
hear us.
Okay, very interesting. Well, I'm not entirely sure then. I guess the scene, even though it shows us moving on my end, I'm not gonna lie, I had no idea. It says that we have an interesting concept or
Yeah,
setup
it
there,
just came.
but
It just came back. So.
Nice.
okay. I love it. So, all
Sorry.
right, I guess on one of the scenes it's okay, and on the other scene it is not. Don't know why, but that is completely interesting. So, I guess I'll just go ahead and read the results for you guys. Unfortunately, I won't be able to display it, but inside the Discord as well, we do have everything set up here. So, this is going to be an interesting rewind. You'll hear me talk more than you'll actually be able to see anything. So, apologies about that.
Technical
But
difficulties always
I
happens.
know. I love OBS. Sometimes, it works. Sometimes it doesn't work. Even though it says it's working, it's not. It's okay. So, with that being said, let me go back over everything. Hello, all you wonderful people. Loople. We have Turnips as our special guest. I know you guys
Hey,
probably heard
what's
all
good?
that. But
Yeah.
let's go ahead. We're going to hop into the Division 1. This is for the DSS. These are the standings here going into week number 4. We have Pillars in first place with 8 points, Glacial Carnage with 6 points, DePaul University with 3, CB Starlight with 1 point, and Play Void Bunnies with 0 points. It was a very interesting game here that we did stream. It was on Friday with Loople and myself, and it was between Glacial Carnage and CB Starlight, where it went to a game 3. It was an absolute banger. CB Starlight took game 1, and then Glacial Carnage came and did the reverse sweep there with the 2-0 immediately afterwards. And I was a little bit nervous for Glacial, not gonna lie, but they pulled it out in the end, and they proved to be victorious there. But still, great job for CB Starlight getting 1 point off, especially one of the top teams inside this division so far. And I mean, Loople, you were there. I mean, do you have any commentary about the game, or just are you confused about the standings or anything? Does this surprise you at all for Division 1 for the DSS?
To be honest, I literally thought CB Starlight when we were casting them, I literally thought they were ready and they were like, okay, let's go. We're vibing. We got that game under our belt and stuff like that.
Absolutely.
The unfortunate part was that I think that Glacial Carnage then was like, okay, hey, we had stuff to make sure that we countered you guys. I think we had that in the interview with why am I forgetting their name? One of their members. Let's just go with that. We had an interview with one of their members, and their coach literally had an anti. Their whole team was just.
Anti-Seraphine. That's right.
The anti-Seraphine comp, and I think that that's something that some teams could probably take a page out of their book to make sure that they draft better and also look into their scout a lot better, because when you scout you do better. If you don't scout that well, then you're just going unprepared completely.
Understandable. And I'm not sure how familiar you are, Turnips, with the DSS. Did you catch the game at all, or do you have any commentary about the DSS in general?
I did catch a game actually. My boy Axe was playing on Glacial Carnage. He was I thought he was the MVP. I think he got interviewed. I think actually the top laner from Glacial Carnage. He was the one who played Aatrox.
Yeah, I think it was Molinax, actually.
Yeah, Molinax was popping off, man. I mean, he was popping off in the Aatrox. He put out the Irelia, went 6-1-3. Then also went Camille, he did perfectly fine in lane, and then popped off after that.
Thank you for reminding us.
Yes, thank
you. Axe definitely deserved the MVP, and Glacial Carnage drafted really well and played around Axe really well. And it was overall a good series by CB Starlight, as we have some. I have some friends on both teams, and it was good to see them duke it out. So really good series, good 3-game series. So yeah.
Absolutely. No, it was a very fantastic 3-game series, like we said. But with that, let's go ahead. We're going to move on to this is going to be the second week. And once again, I apologize. Wish I had the visuals for you all. I'm going to try one more time. Let's see if y'all can hear me this time. I really hope you can. Let's go ahead and see. I hope to God we can, because I need you guys to be able to see this as well. And all right, I can hear myself. Woohoo! All right, so that's good. We have the visuals, and you guys can see it now. I was trying to work it out while we were in the middle of that last one, and it looks like we got it. Hell yeah! Look at that.
Job. Nice
Mythic,
job.
yeah.
You are the new Wookiee. You are the new Wookiee.
On the fly, doing things and keeping the user experience alive. Love it. Okay, Division 2, here we go. We have Knights of Ishtar in first place, the Dark Side Project in second place with 5 points, Mind Goblins with 3 points, Embry Riddle Eagles with 3 points as well, and then F8 with 1 point. I don't know if you guys noticed this, but comparative to Division 1, this has a much closer spread of points than the previous division, and I don't know if that's cultivating anything for how playoffs is going to look, but I definitely hope we see a little bit more action within Division 1 like we see here in Division 2. But these teams, though, so Knights of Ishtar had a bye week last week, didn't play at all. The Dark Side Project ended getting a 2-1 over F8. And then Mind Goblins actually ended up 2-0ing Embry Riddles last week. So definitely, we did the. Which one did we do? It was Embry Riddle versus Mind Goblins is the one we actually did. And Yeah, Mind Goblins was just absolutely focused. They came to play this time. They were not messing around. I know the first 2 weeks were, a little bit iffy for them back and forth, but they ended up pulling out the 2-0, and here they are now sitting third place, tied with Embry Riddle. And once we go into the scheduling here, you guys get to see who's upcoming for this week. But that was a really good game. I mean, Mind Goblins, absolute decimation. I think it was, a 28-minute game, if I'm not mistaken, and then a 25-minute game immediately followed afterwards. Like, they were not messing around at all. But once again, Division 2, what do you guys got to say about how we're looking over here in Division 2 for the DSS?
I mean,
Hey,
oh, go ahead, please,
oh,
Turnip.
oh,
You are our guest.
hey, I'm just saying, man, that this division's packed with a lot of action. A lot of the teams are a lot closer than you actually think, just based off the results. And
Mm.
I'm just gonna say, man, like anyone can get to like playoffs with this group. It's scary, man. Like I don't know what to say, man. It's just scary. Shit.
Does this make you
I
want
don't
to hop
know.
into the DSS? Like, go from the
Hey,
SBS to DSS?
I'm
Uh,
not that. I don't think I'm at that skill level right now. I think a lot of the DSS teams are very good and skilled, and I don't think with my skill level I could compare. So I'm really excited to see a higher skill cap than what I can bring to the table. So DSS with a
Okay.
higher elo, higher macro, just better players overall. So hopefully one day I'll get to that level. So
this
I
man
appreciate.
humble.
He
Hey,
is
I'm,
very humble.
I
How
mean,
about you, Lupul?
I mean, I've seen Knights of Ishtar, I've seen
Right.
Mind Goblins, I've seen ERE, I've casted a few of those games. Dark Side Project, I think that we did an exhibition match on them as well, if I'm correct.
Yep, Mind
Um,
Goblins as well, I believe.
yep, Mind Goblins as well. The only team that I haven't seen is F8, and I know they were like a latecomer team.
Right.
They've been having some scheduling conflictions, but
Hmm.
I think now that they finally got that under the way, that I kind of can't wait to see how they do because I want to personally see what this team can what this team can give us. I know what Koi can give. I knew what the Dark Side Project, Mind Goblins, ERE can give.
Mm.
They're all nuts as long as they draft properly and if they scout properly.
That is true.
it's very
Pause.
true.
But you're not wrong at all. And, with that being said, let's go ahead and see what the matchups are going to be here going into week number 4. So I'm going to go ahead and pull up the schedule here. This is going to be for Division 1. We have the Play Void Bunnies versus CB Starlight, and we have Pillars versus DePaul University. And we'll go ahead, Turnips, you're our special guest. Give us our predictions. Who do you think is going to win Division 1 for the DSS coming here in round 4, starting from the top? Play Void Bunnies versus CB Starlight.
Hey, CB Starlight, my boy, my girl, my friend Daydream's on there. She's really good. I think both teams are very good, but yo, I gotta go with CB Starlight 2-1. That's the
Okay, okay.
prediction. Yeah, gotta
I,
gotta gotta
I,
bounce back from last week.
I like that you're going to a game 3, though. I appreciate that
Yeah, you
immensely.
gotta go to game 3. Gotta go
L-
to game 3, of course.
Lupul, how about you, man? Oh, no, I'm sorry. Wait, continue. Go all the way down. Pillars versus DePaul University as well. Who do you got for that?
I think Pillar's just like the strongest team in this division by far. I've faced up against some of their players, and I know a lot of their players too. They're really skilled, so I wouldn't be
Absolutely.
surprised if Pillars 2-0 DePaul University. Not saying
Two.
DePaul can't win, but it's more likely in Pillars as they're the number 1 seed, and they're looking pretty unstoppable right now. So looking forward to
Okay.
that match. Yeah.
Okay. No, I respect that. I respect that immensely. And Lupul, how about yourself? Who do we got? Play Void Bunnies versus CB Starlight.
I gotta go for the underdogs because I know I got a whole couple people that are on Playboy Bunnies. So I gotta root for them. I gotta root for
Okay.
my Playboy Bunnies. I know
Respect.
I gotta respect CB Starlight. I mean I gotta throw some respect, but I also want to root for the underdogs because I don't know if anybody knows this. Playboy Bunnies is basically they're a SBS team in a in the DSS bracket. They're
Oh, yeah,
sort of
that's
like
right.
that's right. They're the SBS team that decided to go into DSS.
Yeah, yeah, Zeri, Yoda, Calyx, that's right.
Yep.
Cheeky, Volps, Laser,
Cheeky.
my
Yes,
my
I
my
know.
dogs. Okay.
I
Yeah,
know. They're
no.
all there, so I have to root for them. Now,
Yeah.
we haven't seen much of DePaul University. If anything, this is going to be their first stream game for us. So you know what? I'm gonna go for the wild card here. You know that wild draw 4 inside that Uno deck. So let's go with DePaul University. I'm gonna go with that. I'm gonna say
Okay.
for both games, I'm gonna say 2-1 Playboy Bunnies, and I don't know, 2-0 University.
Really?
Oh,
Oh, wow. So he's saying they're
okay.
going straight for the throat. He's
Hot
going
take
after
right
the top
Hey,
here.
dogs, and they're
hey,
2-0ing. Pillars does not stand a
hey,
chance.
Pillars has probably showed too much of their hand. I have to say this. Pillars has
Okay.
probably showed too much of their hand. It's week 3, guys. You've been it's practically unstoppable, right? That they're at 8 points. They haven't been touched. I think it's time that somebody brings them down. You know,
A couple
bring them down
notches.
a couple notches. You know,
Put
Okay.
them in their
DePaul.
place.
I'm trying to give you. I know. I'm giving Caster Curse Galax. I'm sorry.
Dude.
But you know what? I want to see it. Prove me wrong. Prove me
Oh,
wrong.
that's hilarious. And I am gonna have to bring it back down to earth a little bit, go a little bit more realistic. I would like to see at least one game in Play Void Bunnies' favor, but I do think CB Starlight is gonna 2-1 Play Void Bunnies. I would like to see the upset 2-1 the other way, but this is definitely gonna go to a game 3. Or at least I would like for it to. And Pillars versus DePaul University. Also gonna have to go to a game 3, but I am gonna go with Pillars over DePaul University on that one. Pillars has been an unstoppable force completely inside Division One. I mean, I know there's only a 2 point difference between Glacial Carnage and Pillars, but they've already versed Glacial Carnage and they beat Glacial Carnage, if I'm not mistaken. So it was very interesting. We've already seen the matchups, but I think that they're gonna lock in first seed for Division One here. I mean, they've only shown up and showed out the entirety of the split, but Playboy Bunnies, if you got it in you, please knock them down with a 2-1 at least. But if not, just take one off of them, and I would be very happy. So that is going to be an interesting matchup once again for the DSS this Friday as well. It is going to be Glacial Carnage versus CB Starlight is the game that we opted with there. So, oh no, I'm sorry. Hold on, no, I completely got that wrong. It was DePaul University versus Pillars is going to be the one that we're going to be seeing this Friday. That's going to be at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I was viewing last Friday, so my bad. That was also
Yeah.
a good game. Go check it out if you haven't already. But we're gonna go ahead and move on
Nice.
over to now Turnips. Gonna be bracket here, and it's gonna be
Hey,
SBS.
let's go.
So we're gonna go ahead and go with the SBS first bracket, of course, Division One, and we're gonna go into the standings there real quick. So in first place we have Insomnia Ouroboros with 9 points. We have Turnips Tots with 7 points. Mythic sitting on wards with 6 points. Needlessly Large Rods with 3. Mythic Pref No Leash with 3. Relinquished Renegades with 3. Goat with 3. And last but not least, oh my god, hold on one second. I covered their name so I can't exactly see it real quick. I apologize. Thank you. 100 thumbs. I see ums and I'm just like, oh Jesus, my brain is not working right now. But yes, 100 thumbs with 2 points here. So Division 1, I want to hear your thoughts. We'll go ahead and start with, once again, the special guest. Turnips, go ahead. How do you like so far this division? And I know, are you happy currently with being in second place?
I'm second place. I haven't been playing all the games, you know.
That's true.
I've been on vacation, so I've been playing the past like 3 games. So yeah, but besides that, like I'm really excited to see the match between Relinquished Renegades and Obros. I mean, we got iHardcore, my biggest fan. You know, that kid has like been supporting me since last split, and you know what? He helped us win it last split. So we got Relinquished Renegades against Obros, the number 6 seat versus number 1 seat. And you know what? I'm a hot take. Relinquished Renegades, 2-0s Obros.
Really? All right, we haven't gotten to
Yeah,
the schedule just yet, so let's not throw anything
oh,
out, but we will get there. And it's interesting to already hear that coming out the gate. Who are you looking forward to outside of Insomnia? Coming up, who do you think is going to be the top 4? I know we're only going into week number 4 here, but if you had to pick the
Yeah.
top 4 teams to make it into playoffs right now, based off of the standings, who would you go with?
So a lot of this group, they have a lot of old veterans like Mythic sitting on awards. Like they're having their starting 5 from last split coming in, and they did a really good showing last split. So I could see them definitely hitting top 4. So I definitely see Mythic sitting on awards, Turnips Tots. I mean, I don't know the reigning champions, but I think they can do it this time. I don't know. I do want to see Mythic Pref No Leash actually getting top 4. I feel like they just have a little bit small little tweaks. And as my fourth spot, I'd say Ago. I think they're really underrated and they're absolute monsters on the Rift. And they did take a game off of us, so pretty
That's
Ago.
true.
good. So I think those
Okay.
four are definitely my top four in this group. So
All
yeah.
right, thank you. I respect that, and it's good to hear, that you have some mutual respect amongst your peers here in Division One. And Lupul, give us your opinions. How you liking so far Division One of the SBS?
Division One of the SBS is probably one of the spicier groups of the four groups that we have, the four divisions: Division One, Division Two of DSS, Division One, Division Two of SBS.
Okay.
I believe that they give us some really spicy games because I mean we always see turnarounds happen. We always see things that we shouldn't normally see happen. Um, but I hope to see a lot more, like I said, like Primus and I say, those who cast cannot play, and those who play do not cast. So,
You're the special guest, Turnip, so he's definitely not talking about you. This isn't a
no, I'm not
permanent
talking about
gig.
you. This
He's
is the
talking.
reason why that you are a special guest, sir.
Oh, I
You
see. I
play the
see.
game. You can
I
play the
see.
game. I cannot, so therefore I cast
Hmm.
the game.
I see. I see. It
Gotcha.
all makes sense now.
That's the reason why we called you on today's show. We did not
I
break it
see.
to you.
We need
Your
a
team's
intel.
retiring
We
you.
need intel on the. We need intel on the rift. We need to know
Oh,
what's going
okay.
on in your brain in that rift.
Hey, yo, let me
Absolutely.
list my bands for next. I'm just kidding.
Um, but
But
if you have the same question about the top four, I'm
yes,
going to
sir.
go this way. I'm gonna have to say Insomnia or Boros. I think that they still have a lot more to give.
Okay.
I think they might be one of the unstoppable teams because I know that last split that we had some unstoppable teams, and they might be one of those in the future.
Mm-hmm. True.
Turnips Tots is as soon as Kiwi gets back on that rift or gets back on that rift, I think believe that they will be even more complete because they've been having to use sub junglers and some members. But as soon as everybody's back on that rift, it'll work. Um, my third pick would actually have to be Pref No Leash.
Okay.
Pref No Leash has had some hiccups, but like Turnip said, I believe that once they figure out all those kinks, it is going to be a more difficult time to get over that hump with them. And then I'm going to, as always, I must root for an underdog. So 100 Thumbs making a comeback. That is
Okay.
who I think.
Okay.
I
Okay.
always have to root for an underdog. I'm
I
sorry.
respect it.
It's just something that I have to do because everybody loves that underdog story.
Absolutely. And I mean, hey, we definitely like to see it here. The mental resets are huge. You guys hear them 1,000 times, we hear them 1,000 times more. And, also Division One, just like you both have stated, a lot of action, a lot of really good teams in here. It's such an interesting mixture because we have a lot of veteran teams, we have a few new teams as well. But with my top four, I'm gonna have to go with the three that are literally sitting in the top three spots right now: Insomnia Ouroboros, Turnips Tots, and Mythic sitting on wards. Needlessly large rods. I'm actually gonna be switching with Relinquished Renegades. I'm a huge RR fan. I have loved them since the last split. They are one of the sleeper teams, I think. I think this is exactly what they did last split as well. They had kind of a rough start, and then towards the end, they definitely took care of business, did exactly what they needed to do. But it's going to be a much more difficult time for them to get to that fourth spot because Needlessly Large Rod and Pref No Leash, well, literally all of them, Ago and 100 Thumbs, anybody can take that fourth spot there. I think the top three are going to be kind of locked in. We might see a little bit of changing amongst themselves, but I think those three are going to stay in the top three spots, definitely. And then that fourth spot is going to be just absolute carnage. We're really not gonna know until the last week is done. I think for spot number 4. So that's where most of the attention should be. That's where most of my attention is going to be when it comes to the SBS. Is going to be Division 1 fourth seed right there. I think that's going to be huge, pretty much a wild card leading into the playoffs. But with that being said, we're going to go ahead and then hop into the second standings here, the Division 2 for the SBS. And we have here in first place, We have Shrimp Gang. Shrimp Gang with 8 points. We Hate Renekton with 7 points. X Rising Reborn with 6 points. Gregory Loves His Fries with 5 points. TDS Proton with 3. The Millennial Falcons with 3. Seven Savages with 1. And TPO Mad Cows with 0. And once again, Turnips, let's hear what are your thoughts so far on Division 2 of the SBS leading into week number 4 here?
Hey, so I mean, I give a lot of slack out to the Shrimp Game and We Hate Renekton. I mean, mainly because they're one of the better teams in this group. I mean, I respect good players, and I think these two teams are like one of the top contenders as Shrimp Game's number one, and then We Hate Renekton's number two.
Absolutely.
And so I think they're very strong teams. I think the rest of the teams are very good. They have like a lot of outstanding talent, especially on Millennium Falcons, where they have Chaos popping off on Mordekaiser, man, and Ari. Dude, it's crazy. Like, there's so many like veterans in this league, and it's just like you don't know which team's gonna hit second or third or fourth, you know. So
Right.
just like Division 1, man, it's just like everyone's fighting for the fourth spot. So aside for that, yeah.
That is very true, very true. And top four, who are you going with so far for Division 2? Who would you like to see? Because you yourself being in Division 2, you would actually be versing the Division 3 if you maintain Division 2, of course. You'd be versing
Right.
Division 3. Who would be your top four for this division overall?
Hey, I want Shrimp Game to place number 4 so we can face them first round of the playoffs because they have a big mouth and they think they can beat us. So I want Shrimp Game to hit number 4. Okay, but besides that, I think Shrimp Gang, Renekton. We hate Renekton. I think Millennium Falcons can squeeze in there. I think Millennium Falcons could hit fourth reasonably, and I think
Okay.
X Rising's Reborn can be third. I think they're a really solid team. So they
Okay.
just got to fill in that ADC that they don't have now. So
Oh, they do have an AD carry. They
oh,
have
they have
a
AD carry.
they
Oh,
have a sub AD carry that
okay,
that it's
okay.
that the sub that they originally had to play top lane.
Mm-hmm.
He also plays AD carry.
Okay.
Hopefully, from what I heard, that he's an ex AD carry main. So we're gonna
Okay.
probably see.
Hey,
They're thinking
Gosu.
of, huh?
Okay. He's gonna be Gosu. God.
Pretty much. Pretty
Gosu.
much. Pretty
Gosu.
much. Pretty much. Uh, Now, for me, I know we haven't really seen. I know we haven't really casted Shrimp Gang that much. We've
Right.
only casted Shrimp Gang, what one game? No, we haven't casted Shrimp Gang any games actually.
Yeah, you guys. Yeah, that's time.
We
Yeah.
have yet to hit Shrimp Gang on that
That is
list.
true.
Um, so I don't know how well they've improved from last split to this split.
Mm.
We hate Renekton. I know they changed their names from originally Double McFeeders.
Correct.
Now, Double McFeeders was one of those ones that uh
Lived up to their name.
they did live up to their name last split, okay? Let's just make that very, very clear. But this split, I'm hoping that they actually are more into the fact that they want to get up there, higher up there on that bracket.
Right.
X Rising, I cannot be biased. Cappy, stop feeding. Moving on.
Wait,
Gregory loves
that's Baker, man. That's Baker. What do you mean?
Gregory loves his fries. I think we've casted at least one. Nope, haven't casted them either.
Gregory
So
loves his
that's
fries?
yeah. No, I don't think
No.
we have casted them either. So that's another team I want to cast. TDS Proton. I know that they are a very strong team. I know that they proved that during the exhibition match, but I want to see more of what I saw in the exhibition match in more of their games. Millennium Falcons. I will agree with you, Kiwi, when you say that they are a strong team.
Right.
They can get past that hump. I think it's just one of those the scouting blocks that they're having.
Okay.
Seven Savages. Um, haven't really seen them too much. Again, I think we haven't casted them either. So I mean, I know that way. I look at the results. I know we have a lot of teams that we haven't been able to cast, and we promise you we are trying not to repeat cast them.
Right.
But I want to see them like live. I want to see that. I want to see that everything. And
Absolutely.
then TPO Mad Cows. Um, Dr. Bovine, you're disappointing me. Dr. Bovine Basher, you are disappointing me.
It has been
I
rough
I
for them starting
It has
off.
been. Okay, it has been. But I'm hoping that they can get off the ground. They still have a few more weeks, so they can make it up there.
Yeah, they
Um,
definitely have the capabilities. That is for certain. And I mean, with all these teams, Division Two, I mean, once again, it is very extremely close in points. I mean, we have 8, 7, 6, 5, 3, 3. So really, Shrimp Gang, we hate Renekton. Those are two teams that, even though we haven't seen a lot, have been doing a lot behind the scenes.
mhm,
So I can't wait to actually be able to stream them, cast with them, do everything. It is going to be a really good matchup, no matter who they verse. And I think whoever goes up against them are really going to have to focus, like you said, do the extended scouting. You probably, coaching, anything along those lines, which we do have available inside Discord. So if you guys ever need help, don't ask me because I'm clueless, but you can ask other people. They are more than happy to do so. And, uh, you know, top four teams, I think right now it's safe to say the top four that are in their spots currently will probably remain there. I would like to see a little bit of a movement, of course, but as of right now, just the rate at which they're going, I see these top four teams as being the top four teams in Division Two, making it all the way to playoffs. So, Millennial Falcons, I know you guys say that they can step up, they can do it. TDS, your counterparts that are in the DSS as well. I definitely think that they have the capabilities. So we just have to really buckle down these next couple of weeks, get a few 2-0s, and then you'll be up there in the standings with Shrimp Gang and We Hate Renekton. So
mhm.
I believe in them. I know they can do it. In Mad Cows, I know it's been a rough first 3 weeks, but we got this. Have the next 3 weeks be at least 2-1s, 2-1s, 2-1s. Get up there, get people. Don't give them the points, and you guys will be able to maintain it. Probably even hit fourth place if you guys really focus down here. But with that being said, we're gonna go ahead and hop into the schedule here for week one. I'm sorry, schedule or division one for the round four schedule here for the SBS. And from the top, we do have Goat versus Mythic sitting on wards. We have Turnips Tots versus Needlessly Large Rods, 100 Thumbs versus Mythic Pref No Leash, and Relinquished Renegades versus Insomnia Ouroboros. And Kiwi, my man, go ahead, break it down for us. Round number four, starting from the top, Ago versus Mythic sitting on wards. Who you got?
This is a tough matchup. I faced both teams. They're both really good. I got to give it to Goat. I think individually
Oh,
their players are just super good. They've been playing a long time together, so I say 2-1 Goat.
oh,
Next is
okay.
Turnips Tots versus Needlessly Large Rods. I think Turnips Tots logo's kind of ugly, so I'm gonna go with Needlessly Large Rods 2-0 Turnips Tots. So yeah, and
Oh.
then hope I don't know, man. It seems like they're not that good anymore. They're washed up. They haven't been playing that well. I don't know. They have like 3 subs now, so like I don't know what's going on. Apparently, their best player Juggernaut's going playing mid next game. So I'm just like, what's going on with their draft? They have Juggernaut
Somebody
going mid.
somebody get this man a bucket of water and so he can
Yeah,
put his head in, please.
for
Uh,
for
Somebody get
some
turnip.
reason, Jug's going mid for some reason. He's a top laner, but whatever. And I think the hundred thumbs is going up 2-0 Mythic No Leash, and then Relinquished Renegades 2-0 Insomnia Ouroboros. So
oh,
that's my take. That's my
Okay,
take.
okay.
that's
That's
wait,
it.
you said Relinquish over Insomnia?
Yeah, bro. I hardcore my biggest fanboy. Shit. Like I
Okay.
mean,
Okay.
I
I love
can't with
it.
this kid.
I
I
love the
can't with this
predictions.
kid.
Hey, and the confidence too. Relinquish Renegades can step up, and if they could take down Insomnia, that would definitely put them on a good path to at least hit, second or third or fourth seed, definitely at this rate. So, with that being said, my friend Lupul, go ahead, break it
Yeah.
down. Who do you got for predictions wise for round four here?
Mythic sitting on wards, 2-1ing Ago. Ago will probably take a game from them.
Okay.
Turnips Tots, um, most likely 2-0ing Needlessly Large Rod. Um, I'm not going based off what Kiwi just said, but I honestly believe even if anything is going on, uh, Turnips Tots has been performing to their best potential, and they could probably make it better. So they're improving as we move along.
Okay.
100 therms before versus Pref No Leash. I will actually, because like I said, do love an underdog story. I'm
Hmm.
gonna say 2-1 100 thumbs. We
Okay.
might see a 3-game match that day.
Okay.
Now,
Okay.
Respect.
now again, I'm going to bring in scouting again into the last match. If Relinquished Renegades drafts properly, I will agree with Kiwi. But if they do not, and this is just based off of it, I believe that Insomnia Ouroboros would 2-1 Relinquished Renegades.
Okay. I mean that is possible, and I mean
What about you? Hmm? Hmm?
all really good predictions from both sides. I'm gonna go with starting from the top. Mythic sitting on wards versus Goat. I think this is going to be a 2-1 going to sitting on wards. It is definitely going to be an interesting three-game series, 100%. I would like to see a 2-1 in Ago, but we just haven't seen them step up too much yet inside the division itself. You know, they have 3 points, and, you know, sitting on wards, sitting in third place as well. So, you know, they were the winners last split. They're the defending champions essentially going into this. And, you know, they did have a pretty rough matchup, you know, the first couple of weeks here. So I'm not saying that Goat's going to be anything easy. It's just they haven't really showed us their full potential yet. So I'm going to go 2-1 sitting on wards. Turnip Tots versus Needlessly Large Rods. I'm going to go 2-1. Turnip Tots favor. Needlessly Large Rods, I don't think you guys should, you know, take it easy, definitely. They are one of the top teams right now. They are sitting in fourth place. They 2-0'd last week, so they've moved up in the standings here. So I definitely think Needlessly Large Rods could potentially take a game from Turnips Tots. But Turnips has just been MIA, you know, but he is going to be here for this upcoming week's game. And really, you are a pivotal point. I have to admit that you are a pivotal part of your team itself. Juggernaut also being as goated as he is as well. I definitely respect him in the top lane, and I think the two of you are a force to be reckoned with, definitely. So Nilsi Large Rods has to do a good job scouting you guys, but it's sometimes, you know, it's not an ocean pool, champion pool. It's a champion ocean when it comes to you guys. So.
Yeah, I mean, me and Jugger are like husband and wife. I mean, I'm the wife, he's the husband. But I mean, he carries.
He does carry. He does definitely do the work, and you know, with that being said, as well, moving forward, 100 Thumbs versus Pref No Leash. I would like to see 100 Thumbs come out 2-1 over Pref No Leash here. You know, Pref No Leash had a rough week number 3, but they're still right behind Needlessly Large Rods in terms of points. So they're right there. Actually, it's like a 3-way tie or 4-way tie. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm sorry. You know, within the last like 4 teams here, or 5 teams. I'm sorry. So really, like I said, that 4th spot is going to have a lot of switching around. But I would like to see 100 Thumbs move up in the rankings here. And last but not least, Relinquished Renegades versus Insomnia Ouroboros. Ooh, this is hard because Relinquished is sitting in 6th. They got 3 points, but once again, they are a pretty good team. I'm not gonna lie, they have good players, they have the capabilities, but Insomnia have been built differently since the beginning of this split. Completely. Week number 1, swinging hard as hell at everybody, and I don't see them stopping anytime soon, so I'm actually going to go with 2-1 Insomnia over Relinquished Renegades here, and it's going to be a good one. That is for certain. And we're going to go ahead and hop into the second schedule here for Division SBS Division 2. Let's go ahead and pull that up. We have We Hate Renekton versus X Rising Esports Reborn. Gregory Loves His Fries versus Shrimp Gang. The Millennial Falcons versus TDS Protons. And Seven Savages versus TPO Mad Cows. Turnips, go ahead, start from the top. Who do we got? We Hate Renekton versus X Rising Esports.
Hey, whenever I see We Hate Renegades, I just see draft gap by their 80s. Galax, whatever he does, man. I think he's a singed mid player. He's a filthy singed mid player. I just see them I just see them 2-0ing. Sorry, excuse my language. Sorry.
No, you're okay. You are okay. You're excited. You're amped up. I get it. I want to see some action too, man.
Hey, I posted some pictures of what Galax look like too, man. Look at the Gen chat. You'll see me beating him up IRL. All right. Next, we got Gregory Loves His Fries versus Shrimp Game. You know, hottest NA, whatever his name is. He's aight, man. I think Shrimp Gang just has, like, every player can carry in their own position. We've seen every player pop off in every match that they've played. So I think I see Shrimp Gang 2-0ing Gregory Loves His Fish. And then As oh, here's sorry, sorry, sorry.
You're
Okay,
killing me.
next is Millennium Falcons versus TDS Protons. Yeah, I have a lot of history with like both these teams. TDS is I used to play for them. And then Millennium Falcons was my old mid laner Chaos.
Ooh,
I think Millennium Falcons just has the gap, the player gap over TDS. So I'd say 2-1 Millennium Falcons.
okay.
And you know, I feel like the last game both teams have something to prove. So hopefully, one of these two teams do show a strong standing. So I'd give the TPO Cows. I think
Okay.
they need to win. They need to win one time. So let's give it to them. 2-0 TPO Mad Cows.
Okay. Very spicy predictions all the way throughout. I also like how you give the respect like that is owed to the players as well. You verse them, you're going to be versing them as well. So it's like, you know
Yeah.
what? You do think you're of course going to win. You're not going to go into this mindset of I'm not going to win this whole thing overall, but you at least,
Yeah.
give the players the respect that they deserve. So that's pretty
Yeah.
cool. And Loophole, how about you, my friend? We'll start from the bottom actually. TPO Malcows versus Seven Savages. Who do you got from there?
You already know. I got root for the Dr. Bovine Basher. I know I'm not supposed to be biased, but I gotta like his name though.
It's good.
Dr.
It is too good.
Bovine Basher. Sounds like a Indiana Jones villain.
It is true. That is true.
So
And he's
I'm
got
gonna
a
give it
long
to
mustache.
Yeah, no, it's like this, like it curls twice. So I'm gonna give it to TPO Mad Cow, but I'm gonna say because of how rocky both of these teams are, I'm not gonna give them the 2-0. I'm gonna give them 2-1.
Okay.
Okay. For TDS Proton versus the Millennium Falcon, um, I gotta get to the Falcon. I gotta give it
Okay.
to the Millennium Falcon. They've been doing very well. If they have been practicing and they've been just having fun with the game, then they will be doing better. They will do a lot better. As for TDS Proton, I don't like. I'm not discounting them.
Mhm.
Let's not throw them under the bus and say, hey, they're garbage and stuff like that. No, they're not. They
Right.
actually will give up a fight. So again, I will go 2-1. Most of these games now, I think in round four, this week four, will actually start going to a um, 3 games. Some of them won't.
Okay.
As for my next prediction, I know that uh, Gregory loves his fries, and also Shrimp Gang are. I know Shrimp Gang's a very strong team, so I believe that that game will go 2-0. Even though I've heard something good things about Gregory loves his fries.
Mm.
Um, I won't. I can't take it away from Shrimp Gang. Shrimp Gang has a very strong team. So there's that. Now
Okay.
for the top one, I have to, um, because I'm not on the team anymore.
Yep.
I have to literally poke fun at my old team because somebody took my old position. Mustard cat, hint hint, nudge nudge. I'm coming after you. Learn something other than Yumi. Just kidding. Um,
Hey, shots fired, man. You have to do
um,
her like that, man.
But no, I honestly believe that with everything that's been going on, White Feather being added on as their jungler and Techi Tet's back in his original position in top lane, I believe that they are more comfortable than they've ever been. Cappy and Techi have chemistry together that was amazing, as well as White throwing White in there, and
Right.
because he was originally our coach. He was originally our coach, but now he's a jungler. I mean, if White can stop getting too deep into the bottle, that might help. Just kidding. No, their mentality is a lot stronger than than last split, and also earlier since the beginning of this split.
Okay.
And I honestly believe that they will 2-1. We hate Renekton.
Okay.
I don't want to take this away from the ex Double McFeeder players.
Right.
They are very strong. Um, they're focused, but I believe that X Rising has become more focused throughout this time, um, and been able to do so. So there's my
Okay.
2 cents on that.
All right. No, that definitely makes sense. I mean, you guys definitely have some spicy predictions from both sides, and I'll go ahead and complete mine starting from the top. X Rising versus We Hate Renekton. I think this is actually going to go 2-1 in We Hate Renekton's favor. I think X Rising, it's going to be a very back and forth game. This is going to be like a 30-40 minute game, back and forth constantly, and it's going to go to the wire on this. I think it's going to be one bad team fight at Dragon. It's going to be around for a soul, and they're just going to accidentally just not have it, and it's going to be one of those games, but we hate Renekton's going to take it. For the next one, Gregory loves his fries over Shrimp Gang. I'm going to go ahead and go with a Shrimp Gang, just like y'all did. With the 2-1 over Gregory loves his fries, just like you said, Loople. I think this is going to be a very 2-1 filled week. From here on out, from round 4 to the end, because every team needs every point that they can possibly get to go ahead and maintain the top 4 positions here. The Millennial Falcons versus TDS Proton. I'm going to go with the Millennial Falcons on this one. Except, I know I just said I was going to see a lot of 2-1 games, but I think this one's going to be a 2-0 game inside Millennial Falcons' favor. You guys have stated time and time again, very strong teammates, very good synergy. They just need a little bit of oomph, a little bit of pep in their step to go ahead and climb the standings here. And, they're sitting at 3 points. They're tied with TDS Proton, so TDS Proton really needs this as well. But I'm going to go with the 2-0 in the Millennial Falcons' favor. And then last but not least, Seven Savages versus TPO Mad Cows. Both teams really, really hurting on the stands. They need to do something to go ahead and get up. Seven Savages, I think, is in a little bit more of dire need of trying to get the 2-0 here over TPO Mad Cows, but they're just as desperate. I mean, it's 1 point to 0 points. TPO Mad Cows, don't really have any points, so they need to get a 2-0 to get, at least 3. But Seven Savages, if they got the 2-0, they would have 4 points, and that would put them over TDS Proton if they get 2-0'd by Millennial Falcons. So I am gonna go with Seven Savages. Get a 2-0 over TPO Mad Cows. Nothing against Mad Cows at all. I just am doing this one so you can literally prove me wrong. That's the reason why I'm doing it 2-0 in Seven Savages' favor. Purely statistics. They have 1 point at least, which is more than 0. So I'm going with 2-0 in their favor on that one. So yell at me if you want to, but I definitely want you guys to show up and
everybody
show
at
out.
him.
Yeah, at me.
At
me in the general chat. But it is definitely going to be an interesting week. Loople and I have went ahead and created the schedule for this week as well. So starting off with Thursday, it is going to be our SBS game. It's going to be 100 Thumbs versus Pref No Leash. That's going to be at 8:45 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, so that'll be a really good game here. On Friday, we have DePaul University versus Pillars. That's going to be the first division of our Dream Shatter series for round 4 here. For Saturday, it's going to be X Rising Reborn versus We Hate Renekton. So our spicy predictions are going to be really put to the test on this one.
We promise to actually
yes,
stream you this time, X Rising. We promise.
100%. And We Hate Renekton. We haven't streamed them either.
Yeah, we haven't streamed them either. So we promise we will get to you guys. I will be there. I promise, and we will be focused.
Definitely.
100%.
We definitely will. I promise you, we will be there. And that's going to be at 9:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time this Saturday. And then this Sunday, Happy Father's Day to all you fathers out there as well. Single mothers as well, you're included in that. Anybody, Happy Father's Day. I hope you guys enjoy it. And then at nighttime, you tune in to catch our Father's Day game. It's going to be Knights of Ishtar versus Embry Riddle Eagles. That's going to be 9 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time as well. And that is for the second division of our Dream Shatter series. So we have a lot of really good games. A lot of teams that we haven't seen before. But any closing remarks, anything you guys have to say about the schedule upcoming, the teams in general, or anything going into round number 4 here? Turnips, we'll go ahead and start with you, my friend.
Anything to say? I think every team's fighting for like half the teams in every group is fighting for the 4th place spot. So go look to every team doing that, and make a banger, guys. Come on, you guys got this. Just 2-0 that easy. 2-0 easy.
Just do it. Just do it. I mean,
just be good. Just
Shia LaBeouf in the background, just doing his thing.
One day we're gonna get an emote for that, and I'm gonna actually get a soundboard one day, and I'm just gonna have that all set up.
But instead of Shia LaBeouf, I want you doing it. Turnips yelling in the background.
Oh, I got you.
I love it. And Loople, how about you, man?
A lot of the teams that we've seen, get streamed. This is just a suggestion for you guys. Play it as if it's a normal game. I know you're getting casted, and this is, I think some people have probably already told you this. Have fun
Oh,
with the game.
Yep.
Having fun with the game is probably one of the most important things that you can do. But if you think of too much of it as a competition, like if you get too focused, too sucked into it, it will suck the life and fun out of the game. So, White Feather, thank you so much for bringing me to that mentality. I will shout you out right now, but have fun with the game. If you're getting streamed, don't stress about it. I mean, sure we have the people that watch the stream, but you know that you did your best and you had fun with it.
Yeah,
So
that is
that's
very
all.
true.
That's my closing remark on this.
Absolutely, and I think all three of us have been streamed. We've all been players. We've been casters as well. We definitely enjoyed the stage, so I don't think that's anything to, frown upon or look upon. But yeah, the nerves is a little bit real when you do have people watching you, especially when you get a random spike of like 50 to 80 people. You're just like, okay, hold on one second. This is a little bit too real right now. Feel like a professional. Where do I sign? I've had that thought a time or two.
Else, yes.
Yeah, exactly. Cloud9, where you at? Come on, do you not see the godlike magic of my Kaisa while I'm in silver? And it's it's always so super fun there. But yeah, no, definitely agreed. Mental reset's a big thing as well. So don't let the week 4 standings, don't even let the standings interfere with anything. But with that being said, I want to thank you guys. Turnips, I want to thank you for being a guest on tonight's show as well. Thank you so much. It's nice to have, someone that actually plays, being a part of it as well, giving that insight there. So, I definitely appreciate that 100%. And Lupul, of course, joining me tonight while our friend Wookie had to, be busy taking care of other things as well because he is a busy man. So shout out to Wookie as well. But thank you to both of you, and thank you to everybody also who tunes in on a daily basis, tunes into the rest of our games. We wouldn't be here without you guys, and yes, thank you so very much. So with that being said, though, we are going to go ahead, cut tonight's stream. We will see you Thursday once again. That is going to be at 8:45 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. 100 thumbs versus Pref No Leash. It is going to be a great time. But you guys have a great rest of your evenings. I'm your boy Ryan, Lupul joining me tonight, and Turnips, the special guest as well. Thank you so very much. You all have a very wonderful rest of your nights. Peace out, everyone.
Hey, yeah, shout out. Can I get one shout out?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, shout out to my boy Dark. We used to be old teammates. Helped me get into this league. He's my boy. Shout out to Juggernaut. I mean, he's my husband. All right, peace.
Have a great night, everyone. Peace out.
Yeah.
I can't.